To really master Photoshop, you need to be able to master two things. The first thing is your layers palette, and the second thing are how you do selections. So layers are over here on the right-hand side. Think of it as a way of stacking papers. The order of your layers is the order of the images you see. Right now, I have one solid image. It's called background. When it comes in locked, and I don't want it locked for this purpose. So I'm going to click on the lock that's showing over here, and you'll now see it's changed. There's no lock showing, and it says layer 0. I'm going to rename my layer. Naming your layers is one of the best ways to stay organized with your work, and I'm going to call this monster parts. Now, to make a selection, I want to get parts of these things over here to where the body is. So I'm going to start by using the Marquee tools. Now, there are two types of Marquee tools that you would use in class, rectangular and elliptical. Single row and single column are not something applicable to what we do. Rectangular Marquee does just that. It makes a rectangular marquee. Once I've got something selected, I'll know it's selected because there are what we have marching ants around it. I can copy it, Control or Command C, come over here and Control or Command V. You'll see that when I paste it, it pastes in on its own layer. And also, it looks ridiculous because it has a giant white square around it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to trash that and go back. Everything that's showing up within here is what has copied over. I'm going to get rid of these marching ants. To do that, it's Control or Command D. And I'm going to choose an elliptical. I'm also going to zoom in so I can see better a little bit what I'm doing. I use the zoom tool over here. So the elliptical marquee draws circles. Now I just want to get just the eyeball in this case. This can start to get a little tricky. Yeah, not really happy with that. One thing I can do is I can look for the center of it, and while holding Alt and Shift, select out from there. Yeah, that gives me a pretty good selection. So now I'm going to copy it, Command or Control C to copy, and paste Control V as in victory to move it from where it pastes. I would click on my Move tool. You want to have the big triangle to show that you can move it. If you decide you want to resize something, for this project you can, but usually you can't. Not that you can't, you shouldn't. For this project, it's okay. I can just resize it. I have to hit enter or it won't let me do anything else. I've put in an eyeball. I can move it around. I've resized it. What I want to make sure I do is I don't want to leave this named as layer 1. I want to name it correctly. And I do that by double clicking and putting in the name. So this is what, my left eye. I can go back here. So that's the elliptical selection tool. The elliptical selection tool or the marquee selection tool, depending on which way you're using it.